In the summer of 1972, as the Vietnam War raged and the skies opened over Southeast Asia, the US military was waging a battle few civilians knew about. Above the jungles of Laos and Vietnam, specially equipped aircraft released fine particles of silver iodide into tropical storm clouds. The goal was not firepower or shock and awe, but rain, as much of it as nature and science could muster. This was Operation Popeye, a covert program designed to weaponize the weather. The idea that humanity might harness the weather for military purposes was not born in Vietnam. Since the 1940s, American scientists like Vincent Schaefer and Irving Langmuir had experimented with cloud seeding, dispersing dry ice and silver iodide to coax rain from stubborn clouds. The results were promising enough to spark both scientific optimism and military curiosity. By the 1960s, amid escalating conflict in Indochina, the Pentagon saw in cloud seeding a tactical opportunity. The Ho Chi Minh Trail, the North Vietnamese supply network snaking through Laos and Cambodia, was the lifeline of the communist war effort. The operation's unofficial slogan, whispered among pilots and planners, was, "Make mud, not war." The U.S. Air Force's 54th Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, dubbed the Weather Warriors, took on the mission. Flying C-130 Hercules transports and F-4C Phantom jets, they released canisters of silver iodide into monsoon clouds. Once dispersed, the particles acted as nuclei, causing moisture to condense and rain to fall. From 1967 to 1972, the program ran continuously during the wet season. Roads turned to mud, bridges washed away, and transport slowed. For years, Operation Popeye remained classified at the highest levels. Budget lines were buried in Department of Defense black funds. The veil of secrecy began to unravel in 1971, when American investigative journalist Jack Anderson broke the story. In 1972, Senator Claiborne Pell held hearings to investigate. Testimony confirmed the scope: 5 years of active weather modification across 3 countries. To many, the revelations were chilling. The New York Times called it a Pandora's box of weather warfare. In 1977, the United Nations adopted the Environmental Modification Convention. The treaty prohibited the hostile use of environmental modification techniques as weapons of war. While NMOD bans hostile use, cloud seeding continues globally for peaceful purposes, far removed from the secret military operations of the Vietnam era. Operation Popeye serves as a cautionary tale. As climate change intensifies and new geoengineering technologies emerge, the line between adaptation and manipulation remains thin. More than half a century later, its legacy endures in the treaties that followed, the conspiracy theories it inspired, and the enduring question it left behind: should humanity ever weaponize the weather?